Sorry, I've been doing a lot of talking today. I ain't done yet, but it was probably one of the most authentic, genuine, honest, reality type of interviews on YouTube.
So how do you feel like about love and finding a companion and a partner and somebody basically to spend your rest of your life with, or what is love to you?
Oh man, that's a good question. Man, I think what society kind of teaches us what love is kind of like a box version of love. I believe everybody wants a different type of love. Everybody needs a different type of love because we're all different. But I feel like when it gets down to it, I feel like real love is loyalty and just, I don't know what the word is genuine. Genuinity. I don't genuinity. you genuine in caring about that person. I feel like a lot of people, what they consider love these days is it has stipulations. It's I love you if you do this. I love you if you provide this. I love you if you. It's always a if.
Right.
And to me, in my eyes, I don't feel like that's real love. I feel like,
that's not unconditional.
That's not exactly. That's not unconditional love. But I believe in these days and time, man, searching for love it's tough. It's tough, man. But I believe that's because social media and all these different things we have. There's too many options now. So it's like if one thing don't work out over the tiniest thing, we on to the next option.
Right.
And I feel like the sooner we get more back to like connected interpersonally, like you a YouTuber,
Face to face. Yeah,
you came to me face to face. You didn't know if I had anything to say or not, but you took that risk. So I could have been like, nah, bro, I don't want to be on camera. I don't want to be a part of it. But you didn't know, but you took that risk. And I feel like a lot of people, they want to be sure about what they're doing. What am I getting into? And if it's not exactly how I want it, it's not worth it. And I believe, soon as we battle that problem, it's be a lot more love, real love around.
Some more genuine, more heartfelt, more you know what I'm saying, soul, time, and energy basically put into it.
Right.
You feel like it should be 50-50, not 80% me, 20% you. It needs to be both parties take initiative and take action and take responsibility and accountability.
Exactly. It gotta be 50-50. It gotta be a true 50-50. Everybody be like, oh, 50-50, but it's never really a true. Right.
I'm gonna do this to show you that so you feel like you shouldn't have to say nothing about somebody stepping up. They should just knowingly know how to.
If you see how I'm treating you and it's up to par, then you should match me. If you love me, I feel like you should match me.
And you should know how to love. You don't want to basically teach somebody how to love. You shouldn't have to tell somebody how to love.
I feel like it's a lot of people out here trying to love people and they don't even know how to love.
So you would basically say people want to basically be like either the next person or they're not willing to step up and basically try to learn how to.
Exactly. I feel like if you don't, I feel like the person who doesn't really, maybe in their life they weren't given love or they didn't see their parents, have that bond or that relationship, or they just never seen that type of bond or relationship in their life. They're picking up what other people are putting down about how to love, and so and the easiest thing to pick up is social media. I'm gonna go watch a celebrity, and then it's like you get to digging in that, you find out there was no love at all in the first place.
Right. It was.
So.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, how do you feel about loving yourself?
I feel like that's where it all starts, man. And I feel like if I'm being completely honest, completely truthful, man, I feel like that's the hardest part. I could be the one to say that, So yeah, you almost got me emotional, bro. Low key, I feel like you gotta love yourself, and it's not a self-esteem thing. It's a almost like, do I deserve it type thing, because everybody been through different things, so it's a different level of how guarded a person is. So it's like, for me, like, it's hard for me to receive a person's love and not try to pick it apart, and that's something I'm still working on.
To basically be open-minded, because
Be open
of
to
hurt,
love.
open to receive it, and
Yeah.
I see. So, do you feel like you say, I love you enough to the things you do love, the people you do love? When is it important for you to basically feel like love should be involved?
I feel like, I got my daughter here, I tell her I love her all the time. My family, I tell them I love them all the time. Every time I get off the phone, I love you. I go for my pops, my moms, my brothers, my cousins, and it's just, I gotta let you know, so you don't never forget, and maybe you didn't get told somebody loved you that day. So I'm letting you know, like, I love you, I got your back. That's what I'm saying. And in regards to a relationship, like, if I'm rocking with you as a female, I can feel your love. So, I can tell you it all day, but if you don't feel my love, then me saying it don't mean nothing. But it's like, if we're rocking with each other, I can feel your love.
I think that's very important, man. Like, I tell the channel, like, nothing's guaranteed. Nobody's promised tomorrow.
Right.
And anything can happen. So it's like, I know people who won't even tell their mom they love them.
Man.
And it gets so deep, because it's like, it's a very strong word. It's very powerful. You have to use it sparingly. You have to use it willingly. But I see so much of people not saying it enough when needed.
Right.
And I think that's the problem with society, because people either been embedded that this, I was never taught that way. We don't do that. We don't forgive. We don't do this. But it all ties back to love, because it's like,
back to love.
that's how you connect with somebody. That's how you bond with somebody. That's how you're receptive to stuff, and that's how you basically get to a better understanding with this person.
We all connected, whether we want to realize it or not.
Mm-hmm.
We all connected, and it's like, man, I know it sounds real cliche, touche, but man, love is the healing factor.
Mm-hmm.
Love is gonna get us to a better way of life, and there's a lot of hate. It's a lot of hate in this world. It's a lot of perpetrated hate.
Negativity, judgment.
All of that just working on us every day. So I get a person waking up and feeling a type of way in the morning, because it's like, you got everything on you to bring you down in that negative
baggage.
way. And I believe the only way that you can get brought back up is you gotta get your love from somewhere. And what's the easiest place to get love from? Another human being.
Oh yeah, that can change the whole dynamic of your day.
Right. One
Absolutely.
speech, one talk, and you feel different.
Mm-hmm.
You feel totally different, and you feel like a person can come and change your mind. And you may have thought it like, I just lost my job, my girlfriend hates me, this and that, and then you really get to talking to somebody, and they're just like, maybe they slow it down for you, like, hold on, it might be a blessing in disguise, and then you might see that blessing, you'd be like, man, I don't even know how I didn't see that. You couldn't see it because you was blinded by, the negativity. And so, love is the healing factor.
I think it's crazy to see, like, a lot of people actually don't believe in love. I think that's personally coming from a place of hate and like hurt. I think a lot of that, you have to heal from that, and have to really, because nobody's perfect, and there's some relationships, there's certain bonds that no matter what you do, two personalities just don't match. Right. And a lot of people don't understand that, and they just give up and say, no, I'm not doing it, I'm done with relationships, men aren't stuff, and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And
sometimes it just don't mix. Sometimes two people, it's like
Yin
It's
and
like
yang.
a yin and yang. It's a chemical reaction. It's like sometimes, and a lot of people, they want to try to force it like a puzzle, like a puzzle piece that's not going in the right spot, but you're gonna hit it in there until it like fit how you want it. But in all honesty, if people start looking at things just straightforward, like straight clear, just like you will start seeing like maybe this just not the person for me. You know, because it's so many people out here. There is someone just like you, someone who likes the things you like,
Understands you, can
love
relate
you the way
to
you want. And it's like it's all by choice, because it's like it's all in your mind. So as soon as you break from that mold of I can't, I gotta be with this person, this is what I'm doing, I done invested all this time, I invested this money, and it's just like, okay, that's a choice to stay where you at. But if you're unhappy, you're choosing to stay in unhappiness.
I was recently watching this this podcast, and you know, it was of the roommates on YouTube, very successful group, two male individuals, and they was basically saying that like a lot of people, they were saying a lot of people just aren't willing to open up about it, and a lot of people don't want to talk about it, and a lot of people aren't willing to put the effort in to go find it. So do you believe that people have soulmates, or a set amount, or one, or?
I believe that's a crazy question to ask, man, because even though you're gonna put this on YouTube, I don't know if she ever gonna see it, but I ain't gonna say her name. But man, I don't think anybody know this besides me, maybe one other person. But man, back when I got out of high school, I had a girlfriend, and long story short, you know, I didn't know how to love, and I'm trying to love her. I don't know how to love at all, and that fell through. I ruined it, and I had a lot of pride, you know, even though it was ruined. You know, I even said I don't care if it's ruined, but at the time I cared all. And then as I done got older, it's been about 7 years, you know, not speaking, maybe to talk to her a couple times over the last couple years. But she done got married now within the last, you know, year or so. And I think, you know, that was the one, because I could say I'm still in love with her today, and I ain't talked to this woman in
Some love never dies. It's some high school.
So if that's a soulmate, I feel like that was my soulmate. And in all honesty, crazy thing, and married and all, I said maybe, man. I think about it every day, man. I'm just write her and just tell her how I feel. And you know, I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. But in all honesty, I'm probably gonna take that to the grave. And that's reality of life, man. But it ain't gotta be like that. I know it ain't gotta be like that, but it's like it's always a, you know, I don't want to step in and interfere with none of that, but you know, I feel like that was my soulmate. But
It's crazy how we miss a lot of opportunities, and a lot of times, I'm oblivious to a lot of situations, a lot of circumstances, and what stuff really is. So what I've been working on is just learning to live in the moment and open my eyes because I feel like a lot of people just don't. I'm bad about this, man. Like I feel like I don't realize what's in front of me until it's gone. And I done had some similar situations to that as well. I can't really think of them off top, but it's done really got there with me, man.
Yeah. And then, man, it says when you think about it afterwards, it'd be so tough.
To really face it and look yourself in the mirror and say, dang.
And all you want to do is fix it. And you'd be like, hold on, I'd do it different.
And then the opportunity.
It's gone. That's the craziest thing about life. But I said, man, if it's, you know, we given free will, man, sometimes I be thinking, man, I only got one life to live, man. I might not be here tomorrow, and I'ma die. And she ain't never gonna know that I did not mean a word that I said, and that I still loved you until my day. That's cold.
Certain things never change. Certain people just make us feel a certain type of way, and they just teach us over. Like they hit beneath the surface. it hits here, you know it's for real.
Yeah,
Like,
it's real.
well, I appreciate you, man.
problem, man.
If you want to shout out your name or
What's
future.
going on, y'all? My name is RVMA. Y'all can find me on YouTube, RVMA. I got a new video out. It's called Camaraderie. It's spelled COMRADERY. And subscribe to my guy here, man. He popped up on me for his YouTube channel, and y'all stay blessed, man. And y'all keep y'all minds focused. I know it's crazy times out here, man, but we gonna stay in it together.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, man. God bless.
No problem.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Ocho. We still back at it again. I just got done at the park doing an interview, and it was probably, I'm gonna keep it real, I'm gonna keep it a buck. It was probably one. Sorry, I've been doing a lot of talking today. I ain't done yet, but it was probably one of the most authentic, genuine, honest, reality type of interviews on YouTube, at least on this channel. That's probably one of the best interviews, if not the best, that'll be on this channel. I look forward to doing a lot of these interviews. Anyway, I just interviewed a rapper, a new and up-and-coming underground rapper, right? Same dreams and aspirations. And I like that about him. He had a lot of heart and a lot of authenticity about himself, a lot of truth. And you got to respect that regardless of whatever you think about his answers or how you feel about anything. He was honest. If you didn't hear what he said, you didn't listen to everything he said, go back and listen to all that shit. Because there was a lot of major key points he had put. He had said, although I probably shouldn't say this on YouTube, I thought that was real. He had put, you have to find love within yourself. Social media is a problem with today's society and love. And he's 100% right about that. But here's why. Because at the end of the day, everybody is all about what they see, what they visually see, and how they, right? It's basically about the next person. So if you're viewing this person and what her boyfriend's doing with her, taking her on trips and this and that, 9 to the 10, eventually, if you have dreams and aspirations just like that, if that's what you want to be, but you're not that, you won't settle for anything less than that. And that's where the problem with materialistic and social media, and everybody wants to be like the next person. And another key thing he said, which brings me to my next point, he said, love is different for everybody. Everybody's personality is different. And that is 100% right. Like, one thing about a lot of these pill philosophies, it's a lot of people basically saying everybody's the same, categorizing women the same, men are the same. It's not. I don't want to be categorized. In the same way you're not the same as me, I'm not the same as you. That's a very key and important thing to take into consideration when it comes to finding a partner, finding a companion, finding a soul friend, maybe a soul mate. You got to take all that into consideration. A lot of times, things are toxic. A lot of times I see a lot of people, and this is what I meant to tell them. When I forgot my thing I was trying to tell them, is from the roommates, a lot of people either stay in relationships for way too long and don't get out of them, which is very, very, very damaging to the mind, the heart, and the soul, the spirit, everything within you and your partner. Or a lot of people jump from relationship to relationship, and that could be a huge problem with finding love internally, because at the end of the day, when you jump from relationship to relationship, that's saying to yourself subconsciously that you're not at peace with yourself. It's letting off energy and manifestation vibes that you will never find that within yourself. That you're not happy and this person didn't make you happy, so I'm gonna go over here and I'm going to try to find it. I haven't found it already. So let all that go out the window. And we're gonna talk on a primal aspect as far as inner self-love. We have to understand that nobody's capable of making us happy but ourselves. And that's how it should be, and that's how it is a lot of times. Damn. A lot of times. And deal with that. It should be nobody else's responsibility to make ourselves happy but ourselves. So all that a woman should be submissive, all that a man should be submissive. No. If you guys have your roles right and you know what they are to you guys, that's all that matters, in my opinion. But I say all that to say this, y'all. It's not your responsibility to make me happy as a viewer. I have to make myself happy, and my love partner or friend should make themselves happy, and we should, you know what I'm saying, engage and involve our happiness together. We should come together with our happiness. It's not your fault if I'm not happy. It's not my fault if you're not happy. But when I had asked him if he said, does he say I love you enough? That's one of the best parts. He had basically said, a lot of times we don't know what to expect. I had basically mentioned anything can happen. Nothing's promised. Things can happen just like that in the split of a second. We were basically mentioning how feelings change. A lot of times feelings can change just like that. One day you're feeling this way, one day you're feeling that way. It's important to stay logical in a lot of that because we basically agreed. We basically agreed that you have to keep in mind it's good to tell people you love them. And love doesn't have to be lovey-dovey, smoochy, sexual intention type stuff. Love can be just genuine love for somebody you care about. A brother, a family, a friend, a pet, right? Life, God, the universe. Always be appreciative. Always show gratitude, because you never know if hopefully this doesn't happen, but if somebody had passed away in your family, right? And you said you loved them, and you didn't tell them you loved them before they went, for instance. Not wishing this on nobody, but it'll bother your conscience more than likely for a lot. It'll come across your mind quite a bit. You wish you did some things different. You would wish you did some things better. So when he was basically mentioning say love all the time, or not in that way, but when it has good intentions behind it, and when necessary, which is most of the time, because you never know what to expect. That's why. And a lot of times love speaks for gratitude. Gratitude. It speaks for we respect one another. I respect you as a king or as a queen. You respect me as a king type stuff on non-dating levels. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So, but yeah, that's just a little brief summary. I'm gonna end off this video. It's getting kind of hot in the car, and I don't even know if y'all can hear me over that. But anyway, I love y'all till next time. If you like the video, comment, share, subscribe. Feel free to DM me on Instagram. Instagram is in the channel bio. So make sure to subscribe to him. Let's try to get him to the top the best we can as soon as possible. I love y'all till next time. I will leave his channel in the link in the description. I love y'all. Let's conversate. Let's talk about it. Thoughts and opinions down below. Thank y'all till next time.